So here we are back on a different day.
Yes.
Different day. I didn't get a chance to finish recording the electrical because this one, she was rushing me as always.
No, I'm not rushing.
Hey y'all, welcome to the journey. As you can see, we got the RV on site. We're not living here full time just yet, but we have a few other projects we need to take care of. First off being a service pole, and then I'm also going to talk a little bit on some of the future projects coming up. So stick with us. Can't get good gloves these days. Whew. And there's one twisted board. It's temporary. Well, just about got everything I needed for one service pole, but I have a feeling we're going to do two. I just got to wait for the service technician to give me a call back. Until then, I can start getting the RV pole ready. One of the service poles ready. And just get it set off to the side until we're ready to install it. So, follow along. Whew, man. Duh, Anson, you put the screws in the lid. I'm trying to close the lid. Always something. Always something. Don't lose those. Do a little springy boob. Wait, still stay close. Ah, come on. Box. Roughly where I need the board to be. Where's that? That was 10. Cut off 10. Got the saw, so it doesn't reach all the way where I need it to go, but I'll make do. Yeah, tools and their uses, I know. There, that better? We ain't got a better tool? of an overkill, but all I got here right now. Getting ahead of yourself there, Ransom. Getting ahead of you. That's sitting right about there. So you guys haven't told by now that Gladys and I, we're not really OCD, but we are. We like uniformity. We like it to be neat, look neat. I need a longer bit to get into that box. I just so happen to have one in my truck. It'll reach all the way in, but if you don't have that, you don't necessarily need it. Because the top slot on your box, you actually you don't put the screw all the way in, and it'll slide in and lock itself on. Like that. That's why I made the wood the same thickness as the box, to make it easier to get it centered onto the post. But this is where I wanted the longer bit, so now that I got it on there, I'm going to go ahead and get it tightened down. Like I said. But now I gotta find my shorter screws for that. Alright, the RV pole is all done for right meow. And I'm not gonna get it set into the ground today either. But I'm gonna put it back where close to where it's gonna be going. And because this is also going to serve as power for the temporary laundry, because we're going to be putting a tent back behind the RV. That's where the washer and dryer is going to go, and the washer will be plugging into this as well, and I want it to be close enough, and all the dryers plugging into here and a washer, but we want them to be close enough that they can plug directly in without having to extend the lines. So once we figure out where that's at, this will get put in the ground. For now, I'm just going to set it off to the side because it's really heavy and I need help carrying it. Alright, so up next is actually going to be a service pole, and the disclaimer for if you're watching this video is I am not a serviced electrician, right? Or I'm not, what's the word? Licensed electrician, okay? So if you are doing this work yourself as a homeowner, right? For one, in your area, wherever you live, make sure that you're authorized to do that. Where we live, we are, okay? I also feel comfortable enough working on electricity because I've done it throughout my entire naval career, working on high voltage electricity, okay, that I feel comfortable in putting together electronic components and such, okay? But also know that wherever you live, you might be subjected to where you're not allowed to do that. You have to get permits You have to have a license. You have to do all those things to be able to do that work. So do your due diligence, do your homework, find out what you need in your area, and then do that. All right? For here, this will be inspected. We do have a service technician that will come out. He will inspect the work that I did before they connect to it. Okay? But I do not have to be licensed to put it together. All right? So, back to work. So it's only like 5 times today that I've had to walk down to the other side of the property to the shop because I either need pliers, have to go get the conduit, right? I've left it down there, or have to go get this, have to go get that. Getting my workout today. Good thing I got water. Whew. Eyes are still dialed in. All right. Ah. Guess you didn't see me cutting that. My bad. I thought you was turned enough. Guess you weren't. So, always dry fit. Looking like a service box. And then I went and got some of the PVC cement. This is actually for Schedule 40 or up to Schedule 80, right? You can do up to 4-inch and Schedule 40, which is basically what this is, and then 2-inch up to Schedule 80. So, and then I know that they have one that's specific for conduit, but I'm not going to worry about primer or anything to that nature. I'm just going to throw some glue on it and go with it. It's not dirty. Yeah, that's all the way in there. Let's do the weatherhead. Kind of get out of here, you wasp. Kind of hard making something straight when you're working with a post that twists. But I didn't select out the posts. The post was selected out for me. So normally I would not take something like this, but whatever. Booms. Boom's the word. When it comes time to run the wire in, right, you just come up here and this part pops off, right, like that. Run your wires through, and then you have at least 2 feet minimum that sticks out the end, and then boom, snap your weatherhead back on. Just know that if you're utilizing the plastic or PVC weatherhead, all this piping also has to be PVC. If you're utilizing the metal weatherhead, then all of the PVC has to be metal. So that's part of the process. So now, sorry, I thought someone was calling me there for a second, and this, the meter, right, the center of the meter itself has to be in between 5 to 6 feet. That's why I put the marks on the board, right, that were here and here. So that was the 6 foot mark, and then the other one was over here was the 5 foot mark, and that's from the ground, right? I have the other line over here that shows ground because you have to put 4 feet into the ground. So I measured up. So I have my middle of my meter in between those two, the minimum and the maximum. And then now that tells me, because this is the only one that has to be in a certain location. So that gives me that, because the weatherhead has to be flush to the top of the post. And now I can install the main service panel, which is exterior rated. It is a residential 200 amp exterior rated box. So let's get it open and let's get it put in. If you do not own an 11-in-1 screwdriver and you're doing electrical work, I highly suggest you go buy one, because just about everything electrically rated is going to have the sizes that's on here. You can use that as a socket driver. It has star bits, square bits. The other side has flathead, Phillips. You can use that as a socket. Use this one as a socket. This is a socket, and this here. So it's got many options. 11 to be exact, because it's an 11-in-1. Duh. Just to make it easy on me, I'm gonna take the door off. So you see already that, so this is mounted flush, right? Because I put those in down, that way it'd be flush. But as you can see, that's not. So I know that they have the offsets that you can get for this. So I'm gonna have to do that before I can actually install this box. That way that nipple right there will line up to the top of this box properly, right? It just has like a little dog leg, but it'll be okay. So that's one of the things I do not have, is the mount for the top of the service box. But I'm not gonna have to put any type of cross bracing in for this. So you can see it has the top hole just like this one did, that just slides in, and then the two bottom holes, they're actually close enough that it will fit onto my 5x5. So I like that. So here we are back on a different day.
Oh yes.
Different day. I didn't get a chance to finish recording the electrical because this one, she was rushing me as always.
Oh no, I'm not rushing.
Oh yeah, here.
What do you mean? I like.
I gotta hurry. Well, actually, it's the kiddo, right? Because what did you guys do yesterday?
We went to the park.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. What do you mean you didn't get to finish?
So, from what I recorded, right, from what you guys have seen all thus far, and here comes the wind.
Because the wind don't like them.
You didn't see me putting the the pole all the way together, right?
Oh, what, it was
I'd missed out on some stuff because someone was no longer a Mexican; she was a Russian.
I was not.
Because she's like, "Oh, I'm here to help you move it. You need to hurry up." Because someone had to go see their boyfriend at the park.
The little girl.
So the Russian rushed me, and now I'm going to come back here to actually show you guys what it's all about. All right, so I have it back here, and the part that you missed. So I had to actually go to the store to get this coupling here, and they make an offset because the output to your meter to your box is different, right? And I'd already showed you that. So the only offset they had was the PVC one. Well, I already have the metal, and if you're utilizing metal, you have to stick with metal. So they didn't have the metal offset. So I went ahead and put a second board in, and then there's another board down at the bottom to be able to give me that 1 inch offset or 5/8 offset, or I don't know what it is. I didn't measure it out, but so I got it all together, and now it's sitting over here. I'm just waiting on the service technician to give me a buzz. That way we can work together of where the pole's gonna go. So I don't exactly know all the rules and regulations other than what I've looked online. And then we also got some questions because I still don't have any wire put into that box. So until I get a few more questions answered, that will be another part, but I'll do that. And yeah, I'll do that later, and I'll probably end up showing you guys. I'll add it into whatever we're working on that day, but just know that is not 100% done. It is done, but it's not done until the wire gets put in it. So now, what are we waiting on?
We're waiting on my fire to burn down.
Waiting on the fire.
I had to clear out the spot back there. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I'm here, I'm tired.
Yeah, we're both
exhausted.
Exhausted.
Been raking, I've been burning stuff so that we can clear back there for the outside tent. And
that'll be coming up in a different video, but I can show you real quick. So, boom. We've got the brush pile almost all the way down, and we've been burning in the barrel there and over there. So, but like I said, stay tuned to the journey because that will be coming up. Getting that tent put in for more storage, and that's also going to be our laundry room. But you got anything else you'd like to tell the folks as the wind's picking up?
No, I hope y'all are having a good day today. It's nice outside. Put some sunblock on.
Yeah.
Don't get burned. I'm already like super two-toned here.
All right. So without further ado, what do we say?
Stay safe.
Remember to always think of veteran.
At every chance you get.
Not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Later, y'all.